Alrighty, so now we are going to start my campaign upon Wings of Blackest Night. I made a little pre-made intro that is going to make me cringe my fucking brain out. So, enjoy this.
Everyone mute yourself.
Or, I don't fucking care what you do. Do what you want. I don't...
So, can I masturbate while muted?
The kingdom of Balathor, mighty and hallowed, has stood many ages. Ruled by the bloodline of its first king, Tiberius Reaver, the kingdom has withstood harsh winters, blazing summers, and all manner of villain wishing to see its end. Surrounded by many cities and villages, the ivory castle of Balathor stands tall and proud. From the seaside city of Sol, home to the Paladin Order of Palor, to the great city in Ravensclaw. Half a day's ride from the mountains, Balathor spans many miles and is home to many races working together in unity. But even now, trouble brews, and in a little tavern in the village of Ravendell, all story of heroism and danger begins.
Very dramatic music.
Are we all dead?
This is the point that if I actually had... Well, it makes me cringe. This is the point that if I would have had, like, stuff that I could pull across screen, there'd be, like, the map, and it'd be, like, Game of Thrones and shit. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Was that a recording that you recorded your voice, or were you reading?
Yeah, I recorded myself reading off of, opening that I typed up with, voice mod on.
Gotcha. So what was the name of the king? Was his last name Reverb?
Yes, Tiberius Reverb.
Reverb?
No, it was Reverb.
Does he speak with a reverb on effect?
Oh, absolutely, no. Reverb.
Oh, okay.
Also, one quick moment. I'm just going to pause and figure this out. Alright, now that's figured out. So, now, before I'm going to start this too, music. I'm going all out, baby. So, when... Now, this didn't get recorded because of other technical issues, but the last time did a session, we did the session 0 of Wolf and Liebe, as Liebe had left his hometown of Dragon's Keep, and on his way there, he had encountered Wolf, who had been laying on against an old shed, covered in moss and dirt from just many years.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Laying dormant.
Yeah, just years of laying. Yeah, as I said, I'm tired, so now my brain's not functioning. Years of
good,
laying
bro.
absolutely dormant, and by the touch of your hand, he had come back to life, so to speak. He,
like Jesus and Lazarus.
exactly. So he had stood up, and you had had some words with him before you heard a band of creatures that you have never yet experienced, speaking a language you did not know, meaning you killed a bunch of foreigners. They came and were butchering a deer by the side of the shack and you managed to sneak into the shack, however, not stay quiet enough for them not hear you. And battle ensued, and Liebe killed all three of them, stabbing them through, and then using lightning, basically, and killing the last one.
Sick. And what did Wolf do?
He turned into a velociraptor and a spider.
Yeah, but other
That's
than that, what did he do?
Then again, the Velociraptor thing was redacted now.
Basically, you're telling me then the only thing he did was transform.
No, he also made thorns and they bloodied up their feet and we're all...
I didn't get to do anything because Julian just killed them too fast.
Yeah.
I'm too efficient of a killer.
Yeah, apparently. This character that's supposed to be a very, like, sheltered, very sheltered, doesn't understand life, immediately started killing.
Yeah,
it's like, you know what?
The Deutsch were really good at killing back in the day.
The biggest thing he's ever killed was a wolf, and then suddenly, oh shit, 3 giant creatures. Well, time to fucking kill them.
Yes, so...
We need to do a
I
love
wanted to maul
crafting
one of them,
campaign
but I didn't
one of
get
these
to.
days.
Continuing.
Sorry.
So they had made their way to the town of Ravendell pretty expediently. And they made acquaintance with the local militia and the local tavern owner and chef before turning in and waiting the day out until the morning hours where we find ourselves. Now then, all of you have your own rooms. You've been there for at least most of the day. Now we find ourselves to Liebe, who is woken up in the early morning hours, finding himself a bit restless in his new adventuring life. So, what will you do in your restlessness?
I will just have a stretch. How late is it, approximately?
I would say it's somewhere in the terms of probably like 4 to 5 in the morning if you were to actually calculate the time.
Then I will just look at my spell book and just check my spells, check if I have everything prepared.
Alright. So, as you're doing this, you hear in the dead silence of the morning, other than the sheep of this small farming village, you start to hear the galloping of horses.
Alright, I have a question that's very important.
What's
so
that?
can we use wolf as a Pokemon?
Yes.
Can we be
Yes.
like, Velociraptor, I choose you, use brain damage?
Use fuck him up!
Well, like I said, the Velociraptor part was redacted because we didn't really decide beforehand if what animals he really should know. Because I don't see a reason why he would know Velociraptors.
Can he transform into Barney the dinosaur?
No.
Shrek?
I mean, no. Shrek does not. It's like Shrek's not a beast. Shrek is God, so that doesn't count.
Okay.
I could technically turn into a dinosaur if I find something that lets me know about them.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, you have to be
Like a book.
He would need a very good. He'd need a very, very good encyclopedia to
Let me
become
see.
dinosaur.
I have an idea.
A book, you
Julian
say.
and Ryan and me will continue the campaign. You'll start digging to see if you find any dinosaur bones. Get to digging, my man.
No, I was about to say, a book you say. You say to the hermit who has been reading nothing but books his entire fucking life.
Who has not seen anything about dinosaurs, because that's not exactly I would say you read. I'd say you read more of like stories and like information on things that you know of them, but you haven't seen them in your own person. Like
You read it from the Wikipedia.
stories of demons and beasts of the world, and potentially some of the history of Balthor. I wouldn't say you found the fucking encyclopedia that teaches kids about what the favorite dinosaur is.
I've seen drawings, but that's about it.
Okay, continuing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you hear the galloping of horses coming towards the town, and as you hear this, they come to a stop near the tavern, and the door comes open, and you hear a trumpeting of a trumpet, calling for people to come to the aid of Balthor. So, are you going to head downstairs? Or are you going to completely ignore the call to adventure?
I just Just go. It's too early, but oh well. I just stand up, stretch, and go to check on Wolf, see if he's awake.
Alright, you knock on his door, but at the moment...
Oh wait, he's an automaton.
Yes, you knock on the door, thinking to yourself, why did the guy who doesn't actually sleep buy a room? But it's a thought that quickly passes.
I have a question. At this point, me and Ryan haven't met them yet, right?
No, you guys have no idea who they are. They took notice to you coming in, but they didn't actually ever meet you.
Gotcha.
When everyone meets, do we describe what our characters look like again, just for the people listening?
Yeah, you might as well. Just for you two, I would say give very brief descriptions. The other two can give their more full ones because...
Yeah. Oh, no. Fuck that shit.
Well, give the fullest that you can because you're obviously a very mysterious man of...
Yeah, without
whatever.
like spoiling shit.
Yeah, but don't if you have anything you don't want spoiled, you don't have to share it. Blah blah blah. So, you might as well describe Liebe for a short moment.
Alright. So Liebe is a 6'3" tall red tiefling with golden scales running up his arms from his shoulders on his back down to the sides of his legs, and he wears a nice coat. I don't even know what the fuck it is. More of a cape, really.
I'd say it's almost it's kind of like a trench coat almost, but a very elven variety.
Very elven trench coat, and then just pants and boots with a pretty well-crafted sword on his back, currently sheathed. I'll explain what the sword looks like once I unsheath it.
Yeah. All right. So, Wolf, in your state of being a sentry, you're basically just your stasis, so to speak. You hear a knocking at the door, and you hear your tiefling friend calling to you that there's something going on. So what do?
I open the door and walk out.
Alright, so then you want to describe Wolf as you come out into the early morning hours of this small little tavern?
Yeah, it'll be quick and painless. Wolf is a 6'3" robot.
The Warforged.
He's not really wearing much.
Yeah,
not really wearing much, as when Warforged don armor, the armor kind of just fuses with their body, so I'm not really wearing it, it's just a part of me. All I'm really technically wearing is a wolf's pelt that also covers my face with the wolf's face, and there's glowing blue lines going across different parts of my body. That's about it.
Yeah, so the big metal man. See, you two, already acquainted in your adventure, decide to make your way downstairs to see what all the ruckus is. And when you arrive down, you take notice to two of the figures you had seen originally during your stay here in Ravendell. A small goblin and a small green creature with long ears that you're not quite sure what it is, but it reminds you much of a halfling, and a man completely adorned in robes. So I guess we'll start with Muffin.
Alright. She is currently slouched over the back of her wolf with her head buried into the
So you decided to go with a wolf?
Yes.
Ah.
Doggo.
So, currently trying to get back to sleep, but she figured she wanted to go down and at least see what was going on. She's wearing patchwork red leather armor with it's been torn and repaired many times over the years. And she has her hair pulled back in like a bun, and the hair is like a blackish blue color. And she has a crossbow sort of strapped to the side of the wolf, and that's it.
Alright, and now Jugram, Nakk, our tall robed friend. What about you? What is there to know about you?
So, my character is wearing a jester-like outfit with metal boots and metal gauntlets. And he's, instead of wearing a jester hat, he's wearing a hood. And he has 2 masks around his waist and one wearing it on his face. With a light metal chest plate. That's it.
Alright, so not much to say about him, but he's very mysterious, kind of creepy. Wouldn't trust him in a dark alley at night. Probably touches children.
You'd probably
do
change
something real
pass walks if you saw me at night.
You'd probably go the other way. You're like, oh
Yep.
man, you're like, man, I've never
I'd do
explored
something
this alley before.
You fucking cross the street to the other pass walk.
Like, well, I don't know this man. Goodbye.
Alright, so, as the 4 of you have now gathered, you're the only real patrons that decided to give a damn as to what is happening this early in the morning. And you notice a very pompous looking man dressed up in noble attire and 2 knights accompanying him. The knights already seem kind of on edge because they see this little green creature. And the man speaks, "Oh my goodness, what is there a goblin doing in this tavern?" And you hear the tavern owner shout, "It's alright, she's a customer, she's not causing any trouble."
Oh, stop yelling! I drank too much.
Okay.
I walk up to the goblin.
Sure.
You said she's on a wolf, right?
On a wolf.
Yes, I drank over the
bigger
back
than
of the
her.
wolf.
I want to walk up to it, kneel down, and try to pet it.
Let's roll an animal handling check.
Oh, no,
Can
you're
I, in
gonna
the
get
meantime,
cut off.
wait? Can I, in the meantime, go to the bartender and just ask for a cup of coffee, if he even knows what that is?
What?
23.
Okay, well, the wolf,
I have proficiency in animal handling. I'm a druid.
despite seeming not very friendly towards other people, only to the companion that rides its back, the wolf doesn't seem to be bothered by you as you ruffle your metal and wooden fingers through its fur. It seems to actually enjoy it. And in the question of Liebe, the tavern owner just kind of gives you a strange look as he's never heard of this thing. I've never heard of what you're asking for.
I also want to ask the wolf, what is the thing on his back?
Because you can do that.
I speak Sylvian, so I can speak to any beast.
Now, yeah, and as far as I understand, though, it's only communicated though in very simple.
Yeah, no, it's not like detailed, unless the beast already knows a language.
So
Yeah.
aren't druids creatures of nature?
Yes, pretty much.
Shouldn't they have a naturey appearance, like vines and all that?
Well,
Floating green skin?
He had
I'm
that
wearing
He has a wolf
Yeah, I
belt.
had that, but it was removed.
because of me.
Yeah, but so you're telling me you're a robot of nature?
Yes, he's
Well,
he's Bastion from Overwatch.
Yep.
The way the Warforged work, their skin is metal, but the inside, as in the muscle fibers, are made of wood.
So he's both.
Yes, he's a creature of wood and metal.
So you're telling me you had this power from this gift?
Yes.
Eh.
Alright, good. Good to know.
Okay, so the wolf looks to you and in its simple way just describes the creature you see as friend, and that's all it gives you, that it is its friend.
Yeah.
So
Friend of wolf is friend of mine.
So, the man trying to gather himself now that he's already this early seen a goblin that he has been very worried about just due to how goblins are around Balithor, says, the Lord of Ravensclaw calls for aid to Balithor. We have much creatures that need slain and are looking for capable gentlemen and others that could fight in service of Balithor. Would you answer this call?
One question. Why specifically this early in the morning?
Oh, we didn't manage to get underway until much later, and it takes a good amount of time to get back to Balithor. To Raven's Call, at least a day.
That's fair. Well then, I guess I can go. Certainly. Wolf, will you join me? I call out to Wolf.
Who is currently enamored with the wolf on the...
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm just with the wolf.
Which one?
Wolf is with the wolf.
Wolf is with wolf.
Wait, there are two... Okay, now
There's Wolf, the robot, and a literal wolf.
Yeah, literal wolf.
Yeah, I know. But my character is just too tired. He'll probably respond soon.
Alright. What about you two? Sir, he looks to you, Jugram. He's like, what may we call you?
I'll be Jugram.
Oh, wonderful. And what about you, little goblin?
With her head still buried in the, sort of in the back of the wolf's fur, she's Muffin.
Muffin, then, we'll call you. And what about you?
Oh, that's the name.
Yeah.
Yes, the name's Muffin. Then what about you, sir? And he speaks to you, Liebe.
You may call me Liebe.
Alright, Liebe. And what about your friend there, the one you referred to as Wolf?
Yep, that's what I call him.
I see.
I'm not certain if he has a different name of sorts, but well, that's what I went with when I met him, mostly due to a certain thing that happened. But
I see. Will he be joining us?
I think he'll follow the wolf, seeing as how he seems quite enthralled with him.
He's gonna ride the wolf and squish it with his heavy weight.
I would imagine.
As everyone's having this conversation, one quick question to Ryan: is it a wolf or a dire wolf?
It's just a regular wolf.
Okay, it's a regular wolf. As everyone's having this conversation, I'm going to wild shape into a wolf.
Wait, so also Ryan, are you using just a completely normal run-of-the-mill wolf, or is it the beast of the land?
No, it's just a regular wolf. I couldn't find the rules for the beasts of the land, sea, and sky.
Oh, it was in Tasha's cauldron.
I tried looking through D&D Beyond, and I just couldn't. I thought I had found it at one point, but I had lost track of where it was, and I couldn't find it again. So I'm just going with the regular wolf.
Okay, regular ass wolf. Gotcha. All right,
So
now Wolf has, as he melts down into the ground in a very shocking display to everyone around him, except for Liebe, who's already seen this.
Twice.
He is melted down into the floor into a puddle, only to reform back as a very metal-looking wolf.
Already? That was...
He's apparently an autistic robot. He's very focused on the one thing he's focused on.
Yep. I just walk up to... I know that feeling all too well. I just walk up to Wolf, and I just... The now robot Wolf, and just tap him on the head and just go, come on, let's go.
You tap him with a slight ting, ting, ting.
Let's go.
I'll follow him.
He's like, I guess I'll follow him. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to command my wolf to follow the other wolf.
So I now have two wolves, one metallic, one organic, a goblin who is half asleep and possibly with one of the worst hangovers you could probably have, and Mystery Jester Man who is still indecisive.
Who might kill you all at some point, who knows?
Hopefully not.
I advise against that.
Yeah, again, good fucking luck.
I'm sure he could if he really wanted to.
If he really wanted to.
He really.
Hey, listen,
But he'd have to really, really try.
listen. Muffin is
I
a
just
goblin. If I hit him with a one strike of my sword, there's a high chance it's game over for them.
Oh, is it a Vorpal sword?
No, it's.
Bro.
You'll find
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You'll
I remember.
yeah, you'll find out in time.
I remember.
So, the man speaks again. You may call me Sven. We will be with these two knights that have accompanied me. We shall make our way back to Ravensclaw, if that would be all right with you all.
Oh, there.
Yeah, sure.
So
I mean,
he can seem to really read the excitement in the room, and he decides to ignore that and make his way out, and with you all following. Now, as you make your way towards Ravensclaw, seeing all the forests and all of the land that you've had yet to discover on your own, seeing the tall mountains in the back over the trees, and just the very peaceful nature of that Balithor seems to have to offer. But as you make your way towards Ravensclaw, the sun starts to hang high in the air, and let's see. But while you're making your way, you, Wolf, you notice a light ruffling in the woods, and as nature is being disturbed around you, but nobody else seems to take notice to this. And you hear a very light chittering in a language that you've never heard before.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna just ask real quick. Is it common, draconic, primordial, or Sylvan?
no, I have your languages up. It's not one you understand. It's a chittering in a language
Okay,
you do not
perfect.
understand.
It's Japanese.
All right.
It's Dutch.
Right.
Oh God.
I'm gonna.
Oh dear God. The most demonic of all forms of speech.
What? I'm
It's
gonna.
from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I'm gonna bark in the direction of the noise. Yeah.
How long does your wild shape last again?
Hours.
On one charge?
I think it's 3 hours at 3rd level.
Well, the thing was, it would be it was early morning. By now the sun's hanging high in the sky, meaning by now like maybe 6 or so hours have passed.
Oh.
So I figured, so by now you're just traveling normally, unless you decided to
Yeah.
become a wolf again for whatever reason.
Well, he
Alright,
can.
then
He has 2 wild shapes per.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna waste them purely on...
Well,
just
for
a
the
bark.
people.
They all restore on a short rest, which is 1 hour. So as long as we're not, he could theoretically have been a wolf the entire time, since they would come back every hour.
Well, so would you consider just walking along a path with nothing really happening would be?
Yeah, as long as it's not too strenuous of activity.
Well then, yeah, by all means, if you want to have still been a wolf at this point, I'm going to say that you still used a charge just from the changing of the hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, you bark in the direction, and the chittering for a moment stops, and the rest of you notice the metallic wolf now barking at something within the woods.
I immediately turn to it.
I'm going to look up, and then look around, and then get really worried, because I don't know where I am.
Oh my
Wait.
God, where am I?
Wait, have you been asleep this entire time?
Who are you? Who are you? Who am I talking to? I'm
Have
going
you
to point the crossbow at,
have you been asleep this entire time?
I'm asking the questions.
We're both asking questions at this point, but okay.
Where the heck am I?
You are currently following us towards Balithor for a certain thing, but there's something in the woods rustling, and I think we might get attacked in a second, so I'd say aim your crossbow off of me and towards there, and I point to where Wolf has been barking.
I'm going to look. Dog, I told you to wake me up if we went anywhere.
The wolf just kind of, like, grumbles in a way that a wolf would. Just a... Now,
Wolf.
you hear this rustling, and quickly out of the woods darts a small deer as it passes by, directly past you guys.
Let's go, dog. And I'm going to chase after the deer.
Alright, well, into the thick woods you start chasing the deer, and...
I'll go with her, by the way.
Well, lucky you, because as you start chasing the deer, you see a creature known very well to you, Muffin. Another goblin jumps out and tries to attack you on the wolf, so...
Yep, I knew it.
Immediately attack the goblin.
Okay, 3. So the goblin jumps up to swing at you, but you moving already on your wolf, he completely misses and falls flat on his face. So I need you guys
Yep, knew it.
So I'd like you guys to roll for initiative.
Yep.
Please let me kill the goblin. Please, great rolling gods.
I got a 21.
Alright, so wolf.
Oh.
Whoops. That shouldn't have happened.
Why did you have a soundboard?
I forgot I didn't turn it off. Okay, so 21
Also,
for wolf.
I got a 22.
2.
I have a 21 as well.
21.
22.
Alright. Alright, Void, it's all down to you.
Void already rolled.
Well, I'm not.
Did you look at the chat?
Oh, I have like so many things up, so it would be nice if
I
you
got
could-
a 9.
A 9. Okay. What's your dexterity? Did you add?
They didn't add your modifier.
My dexterity.
Also, you can use D&D Beyond to roll.
Yeah.
You don't need this
Oh wait, how
broke
does one do
spot.
that? Hold on. How
If
does
you just
one
click
do that?
initiative, it'll roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do I roll?
Yeah,
How
you
does
just
one
click
use
it.
dice?
You just click the word on while you're on D&D Beyond's character sheet. You just click on initiative, and it'll roll you initiative, and it'll add your bonus.
Well, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I
It does it
see.
automatically, so you don't have to do the math.
Now I just need to find initiative with my big brain.
The very top.
It's underneath proficiency bonus.
Thank you. Alright, let me roll this. I still got a fucking 9.
Wow. Okay, so
Actually not. Hold on, that might be a 6 upside down.
no, it's a
It
9.
should say it in the bottom right.
I got a 7 because I also have a...
Awesome. Okay, so you did worse. Even better.
Yeah.
Alright, so the 3 of you ready yourselves very quickly. The man who dressed as a jester seems to be almost fumbling with himself, despite his very what do you want to call it? Intimidating visage seems to be a almost goofy sort. So
Yep.
top of the round is Modeus. Now
Okay.
the goblins have surrounded you. You don't know how many there are, as some of them might even still be in the woods. But at least 2 of them have appeared now within 10 feet of you and Wolf and
Me?
Jugram. Yeah.
Yes.
No, Muffin's out in the woods. She's about 3 of them are now out there with her.
Okay, how many did you say?
There's only 2 that jumped out at you guys currently.
Okay, then I will look at one of them. See, this is only verbal. Okay.
You will
I will look at-
observe them in their natural habitat.
I look at one of them, hold out one finger and just say Vatrosa, and I will use Mind Sliver.
All right. Roll.
So make an intelligence saving throw.
So that's an intelligence saving throw. So we got an 8.
Yeah, that fails. So
All right. Roll for
he
damage.
takes 5 psychic damage
All right.
and And for your next saving throw, you have to subtract 1d4.
Alright.
That was a cantrip, so that was a bonus action. And then the other one, I'm going to run up to it and finally unsheath my sword. And as I do so, you see this sword of beautiful elven design with red and lavender accentuations running up the blade. And I will just swing at it.
The one you've already attacked?
Yep.
Alright, roll...
No, the other one.
Oh, the other one. Okay, roll attack.
What?
They have
24.
various type of dice.
Alright, 24.
D&D.
So, go ahead and roll your damage.
Well, since I'm not doing my blade song, I'm two-handing it.
Okay.
And that is a Pogger's moment, because that is a 9 plus 4 equals 13.
Alright, well, you swing at this goblin, and in a very quick, cleaving attack, just cut directly through him, just bisecting him top from bottom. He is completely and totally dead. There's no getting back up from that.
Oh my god.
It's gone.
Alright.
Alright, now to Muffin. So there's 3 goblins. There's the one that's laying prone in front of you, about 5 feet away. There are 2 more you've taken notice to one to each side, about 15 feet away. Just cheering at you in Goblin. Betrayer!
Okay, so I'm going to turn around and... What are you doing?
We can't get meats!
I have meats. I'm going to throw 2 or 3 rations to each of them.
No, real food! No rations!
Fresh meats.
There was a deer that went that way. You could go get it.
Roll for persuasion.
Okay.
I should not be in good relationship with Wolf because I have a -1 to nature.
That is a 20, a 19 plus 1.
Yeah, but I'm not a literal wolf.
They look, oh yes, juicy meats! And 2 of them immediately start taking off towards... So I'm just going to put it as a 0 here so they don't go into the turn order.
In the meantime,
those 2 immediately start running off. They've taken your word for it. They want this meat, but there's still the one. But there's still the one lying prone on his face. He's not doing too good after his failed attack.
Okay, I'm going to sacrifice my own attack to give it to my wolf to have it rip his throat out.
All right, roll for attack.
brutal.
Okay.
Also, there's
Remember, it's an advantage because it has pack tactics.
Yes. Well.
Oh, is that by the way the
no,
one that I?
Yeah, I guess that does count pack tactics. Also, the goblin's on the ground, so you would have had an advantage one way or the other.
Right.
Also, wait, is this the one that I mind slivered?
No, no. Muffin's nowhere near you. Well, not nowhere near. She's she made her way about 15 feet into the woods before these goblins attacked you guys.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Will a 19 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay, then it takes 2d4 damage.
Does it hit? Why would it not hit?
4,
Sorry,
Five.
Mega Goblins.
5 plus 4. So 9 points of piercing damage.
As your wolf rears up, it grabs the the goblin by its throat. You hear it tearing and crunching as the goblin. It gets just ripped apart by your wolf, blood flowing. The absolute carnage is just horrifying. As
Decapitation!
its body goes slumped with its neck pierced in your wolf's teeth.
Nom noms.
Okay, I'm
That's
going
sort of
to...
applauding and
How
say,
awful.
what a fine display of murder.
Alright, and
What a fine display.
I'm going to circle back towards 15 feet back towards the group.
So, you said you're circling up throw, you're not going straight towards them?
No. Yeah, I'm circling to see if there's anything more.
Alright, as you make your way up through, you take notice to 2 more of the goblins, and they're like, they're very surprised to see you.
Yeah.
Go, meats! And I'm going to point towards the direction of where the other ones went.
Well,
I'm addressing them in Goblin as well.
alright, well then make another persuasion check.
Come on, do it.
Ooh, that was only a 6.
No.
Okay, they've already heard you. They're like, no, Trixies, we kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fine.
I like to imagine that's exactly the response. Okay.
Wolf time.
So meaning now there are 2 more goblins in about 10 feet away in the vicinity of Muffin, but you guys currently only see the bisected body of one goblin and the currently mentally fucked goblin right in front of you, Modeus.
It's bleeding out of its ears and eyes, probably.
More or less. Like, it's not looking too hot. So now that leaves up to Wolf.
And you thought you were having a bad hangover.
Where was
You are...
Muffin? How far away?
Muffin, from you guys, I'm gonna say is probably about 20 feet, like, in the woods behind, like, going through the trees. Meanwhile, you are next to... about roughly, like, 10 feet away now from one goblin bleeding out of his ears, holding his head.
Can I tell where Muffin is?
I mean,
You have some pretty high perception, don't you?
I'm gonna assume just from you guys probably keeping some type of battle awareness to each other, you've heard the galloping almost of the wolf running after you heard the goblin screaming in pain of dying from a wolf's bite. You hear the galloping of the wolf running up through the woods.
Alright, then, first things first.
But you don't know that the other goblins are there. You just know that the wolf ran in that direction.
Yeah, I know where she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked if I knew where she was, not the goblin itself.
Okay.
Alright, well, first things first, all of the lights on wolf body are gonna turn red. And
Oh, yeah.
You already know where this is going.
Combat mode.
Prejudice set to maximum.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Wow, it's more of HK-47 from KOTOR, but yes.
Is it? Combat mode engaged. Fuck 'em up, boyos.
Yeah, sure.
Let's kill the hoe.
Alright, master, let's kill that hoe. Alright, so anyway, what do you...
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference?
Yes, it's a motherfucking JoJo reference. Alright, that shaking is annoying.
Yeah, sorry, my Discord disconnected for a second. You just hear the voice saying, hostiles detected. Combat mode initiated. And all of the lights on his body turn red. I am going to run towards where Muffin is. I'm going to use 20 of my 40 feet movement speed to get there.
Alright, so as you make your way towards the, into the woods, you see Muffin there atop her majestic wolf, and just around the corner, you see 2 goblins. So one of the goblins is going to make a opportunity attack against you as he sees you running past. That's an 18.
18 hits.
Alright, so... wait, so what am I slashing? Okay. So, you just barely take notice to this little goblin as he jumps towards you with here's a curved sword raised, and he does 2 damage.
God, those
Oh wait,
screams.
no, 4 damage.
I'm still fine.
Alright,
Relatively.
yes,
This is fine.
he jumps up and swings. You can feel it clink against your metal exterior, but it doesn't do too much.
This is
Alright,
fine.
how many feet away from me is Muffin and her wolf currently?
I'd say if you ran towards her, you're within about 5 feet of each other, and the goblins are now both pretty much in front of you, since you ran directly to her about 10 feet away.
Perfect. I'm going to try to maul the wolf that just swung at me.
You're gonna. Oh, that's right. You're still in wolven form too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bite his throat.
Bite his little fucking kneecaps off. All right.
+4 to hit.
The good old days. The good old days of bald
one
and titty.
dice. +4 to hit. Oh wait, what? I did something wrong. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. 16. Does a 16 hit?
It just barely does, yes. So you jump towards one of the goblins, baring your teeth, ready to bite his little goblin body. So roll for damage.
Bite his fucking nuts off.
2d4 plus 2. 8.
8 damage. So as you jump towards this goblin, it screams out in absolute terror as this metal wolf bites into its throat, crunching it. And with the power of your metal jaws, you just crush and squeeze its throat until its head comes off. He's pretty dead.
Only pretty?
He's pretty dead. Now, as this transpires, you can hear the sounds of 3 more little goblins screaming from the side of the woods near you, Modeus, and, Liebe, and Jugram.
Yeah.
They're still about you guys, while you still have also the goblin bleeding from his ears in front of you.
Which spell do I have that does not fucking burn down the forest? We'll get that on my turn.
So, now we're on to the goblin's turn. The little one, still recoiling from damage, decides to run up to you, Jugram, and make an attack.
Okay, now I attempt to dodge it.
I mean, it depends on your AC. He only rolled a 14.
I got a 14.
Well, you don't roll anything.
Oh no, I meant my AC.
Your AC's 14?
Yep.
What?
Okay, that sucks.
Jesus! How do I have a higher AC than you? I'm the wizard.
Alright,
I'm
so
a sorcerer warlock.
this little actually no, I still have to roll what was it, a D4 or a D6 to take away from his roll?
That was a
D4.
Was this?
That's for saving throws, yeah.
Was it only saving throws or was it attack rolls?
It's only one saving throw.
Oh, so a saving throw. Okay, well then. So yeah, it still hits then. Alright, so the little goblin, you notice, Jugram, he jumps at you, swinging his tiny sword with his pathetic little goblin form, doing 5 damage.
Pathetic goblin form.
So as he makes a cut, he slashes through, just barely missing your metal greaves and cutting into your leg. Now, from the woods, you hear other goblins start cheering at a distance. All 3 of them standing about 15 feet into the woods, all short bows drawn. So, gonna make one attack at you, Liebe. That's a that is what is it? 9 plus 4. I can't count. That's only like 13.
That does not hit.
So as the arrow goes past you, you just move your head just to the side. It was a very, very poor aim. So now there's going to be 2 more, both making arrow attacks at you, Liebe.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Did the goblins roll a better initiative than me?
Yes, they did. All of them, because I'm rolling them all at the same, as like one cohesive unit, and they're all rolled better than you.
How much did they get?
21.
Yeah, I see everyone's above 20 except me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm about fucking 9.
So
Not even 10.
Okay.
now the next one shoots towards you with an 18.
Okay. Do I do this or... You know what? No! How far away is it from me?
It's about 15 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let it hit me.
What do you mean you'll let it hit you? Unless you have something to current. Sorry, you have like.
Oh.
Unless you use like a
I am
reaction or
planning
something.
Oh yeah. I have shield, but
Alright.
I'm not gonna use it because I have something else in mind.
Okay. Let's get to see how this goes. So, the arrow comes towards you, hitting you directly into your shoulder with 7 damage.
Okay, so what I'm going to look at him, my eyes now going completely red, and I will use Hellish Rebuke.
Alright, roll for that's an instant hit, correct?
Yeah. But
Yeah, make a dex saving throw.
Oh, that's right, dex saving throw.
I mean, you'll still take damage regardless. It just depends on how much damage you're gonna
Alright,
take.
so he got a 15.
Yeah, that makes it. But that doesn't matter. That means I just got half the damage from this.
And your damage is? It'll
20, so that is 10.
Okay, well as you...
Wait. I explain how I cast it, please?
Sure, you can explain how you cast it.
Okay, so after it hits me in the shoulder, I go for one hit. My left hand goes to the shoulder that it hit, and I hold out my right hand towards it. Just my neck then suddenly fucking like cracks to one side, and I will say,
Oh my Allah, Shindu!
and I yell Valiknat, and which is burn in Draconic.
Alright.
Flames in the form of tiny pseudo dragons burst from my arm and launch towards it.
Okay. So as these little flames fly towards the goblin, it screams in fear as it gets hit, immediately immolating, watching its flesh burn from its skull. You see an eye melt out of its head as he falls to the ground, completely charred.
So how much damage was it again?
You did 10. They have 7.
No, how much damage did it do to me?
Oh, did it do to you? It was only, what was it, 5?
No, 7 damage.
Was it 7? Yeah, so.
7, okay.
Yes, keep track of this while I'm saying it, please.
Yeah. The other one?
Okay, and now one more goblin, visibly shaken by the fact that he just watched somebody near him melt. Takes his shot. Natural 1. He completely shaking, whiffs the arrow, and it just flies almost directly into the air, and he runs away, terrified.
I don't have any reactions, I think, for attacks, so...
Well, no,
Yeah, I
especially if he
have no
didn't hit
reaction
you.
attacks.
So, he's just... You watch as he runs and runs and runs very far away. You're not quite sure he's coming back. Alright, so next is...
Let's see
So now,
what the range is for
over towards Wolf and Muffin, the little goblin decides to jump at you, Muffin, and make a attack with a sword.
Okay.
He rolls a 2, so he jumps through the air, and you just, as he comes in, make a very quick kick and knock him back off past you, and he just completely misses his swing. And he just kind of stands there for a moment, very, very unhappy about what just happened, unable to do anything with his pathetic little form. So now, back to top of the... no, actually, not top of the round. Now it's you, Grimm. You have one... Yeah, I almost forgot about you at the bottom there. You have one goblin directly in front, or 10 feet in front of you, bleeding out of his ears, and another goblin 15 feet into the woods.
What's the temperature at the bottom of the food chain?
So, considering my rolls are shit, I should probably go for a spell that insta-hits.
I mean, that's up to you. Like I said, you can also use D&D Beyond to roll, just because all the stuff's there.
And you can use Magic Missile.
But I don't think he has Magic Missile. Also, I completely forgot to change the...
I'm curious about
I completely
this.
forgot to change the music. It was supposed to be this the whole time.
Wow.
I have this music, and I completely forget to use it.
Where do I check how many spell slots I can use?
Now that it's void, it's very intense.
You're what, a third level
Oh wait,
warlock?
I have 2 packed slots and 2
Yeah,
2.
your pack slots are
normal
automatically cast at level 5.
Wow.
No, level 1.
No, I thought all warlock spells were 5th level spells.
As he levels up, they are. But at
Oh.
third level, they're only, what, either first level or second level.
They're right.
I would like to cast Arms of a Hadar.
Alright, that's an insta hit?
I believe so. It says tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you.
Oh, so you're gonna hit Liebe with this too?
Oh shit.
Wait, all creatures?
All creatures. Friendly fire exists,
Yeah.
but
You could have moved up to.
you've already said you're gonna do it. I'm not allowing takesies backsies because
Yeah.
of what. I'm not allowing this metagaming bullshit.
What's
So
done is done.
But okay, wait.
you.
But that means I also can't use shield to defend myself.
No, because it's a saving throw.
Yeah.
What's done cannot be undone.
So, what's the difference
Wait, what kind
like
of saving
spell
throw?
slot or packed slot?
Your pack slot is like. I still don't know what level you're supposed to be able to cast that. That part confused me. I thought it was. I had assumed it was 5th level.
It should
gives me
say
the
on
option
his
when I clicked cast on the spell, it gives me an option to select one of the 2. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, I'm
amount of damage.
I'm just gonna
What?
use a spell slot, fuck it.
a normal spell slot.
Well, your warlock spell slots will come back on a short rest. Your spell slots will only come back on a long rest.
Hold on then.
Unless you're a wizard like me.
No, I can take it back. I've already clicked the button.
Okay, so wait, what's your level void in warlock?
2 warlock.
2 warlocks, and then your spell slots are level 2.
Gotcha.
No, his spell slots.
Yeah, just-
I'm looking at the
I just
table
looked it up.
right now. It says spell slots. No, oh wait, no, it is level 1. I'm sorry, my mistake.
And it's no saving. And wait, it's no saving throw, right?
A strength saving throw.
Strength. Oh, strength. Good.
2d6
I have a high
damage,
strength
it
modifier.
says here.
Oh. Let's see here. That is a 16.
All right, so
Does a
wait.
16 make it, or
wait,
do I
wait.
fail?
So what's Okay, sorry. So what type of saving throw is it?
Strength saving throw.
So it's a strength saving throw. So all right,
Then
so
yeah,
okay,
16.
he definitely fails. So what's your spell save, Void?
Well, save.
Yeah, your spell save. There should be like a DC thing for you on your character
Is
sheet.
there where it says attack/save?
Yes.
Strength 14?
So it's a 14. All right, so
So I make it.
yes. So Liebe, as you notice this dark energy erupt from Jugram, which is, despite his gestury form, is either very surprising or very unsurprising. You have yet to think about that as you watch these darkened tendrils erupt from his body, and you just barely duck and weave out of the way as they ravage through the air. And how much damage does it do, Void? I mean, I don't think it matters. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter, because unless you rolled a 1 and had no adding, I don't think you're gonna not kill this thing.
It says here on the damage 2d6.
Yeah,
It's
you're.
not possible.
Yeah, and wait, 2d6 plus what?
No, just 2d6, so it's impossible for him to roll 1.
The bare minimum
Yeah.
is a 2, so he kills it anyway.
Yeah, he kills it anyway. It's literally impossible. So as as these
9.
tendrils erupt from your body, you just see it. This goblin with his bleeding ears, yet completely pierces his body as his pupils start going dark as this dark energy fills his body, and he drops dead off. As your tendrils come back, he drops dead to the ground. Now you said it was only a 10-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
All right.
10-foot radius.
So now there's still one more goblin in your sight out into the woods. What would you like? Would you like to move towards him, or would you like to?
Move towards the bastard with sword in hand.
All right.
Yes,
So
right.
You draw your blade. It is a silver and black blade with a red jewel in its hilt that you, Liebe, take a quick notice seems to almost take the form of an eye, but it's only a quick moment before he rushes towards the goblin's sword in hand.
Kill that bitch. Kill that bitch.
Wait,
And-
is Julian's character Liebe male or female?
Male.
I'm a dude.
He's a dude.
The fucking name throws me off.
Yeah, I know.
Liebe. Yeah, Liebe, it's German.
Yeah, I think he knows, probably. So,
But his...
as you rush towards, you guys, you being in the vicinity of it, Liebe, you hear this a voice that you don't know where it came from yell, "Kill the goblin!"
Jesus.
A very horrible voice rings out, demanding its blood, but you are very shooken as you do not know where the hell that came from.
The fuck?
So does the sword only talk when I draw it out?
I mean, that's up to you if he talks otherwise. Well, no, actually, it's up to me otherwise when he talks. But he's very much wanting to kill these goblins currently. So now back to top of the round is Liebe.
So there's one running away, right?
That one, he's like 40 feet away from you guys now. He's just well, no, actually, no, he would have. Dashing? No, actually,
I don't think it matters because the range of magic missile is 120 feet.
well, you could, cause I'm saying, any of the monsters can decide to dash, right? They can take those actions.
They can.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's already, no, he's not, sorry, so not 40, but he's like 70 feet away from you guys. He's been running very fast.
He's been hoofing it.
Yeah, he really does not want to die.
Well, that's too bad for him because I'm gonna cast magic missile.
All right.
And that, no save, no hit, 2 hits, nothing. They just hit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, magic missile.
I forgot that magic missile is just kind of a no fuck you, I do damage anyway kind of attack.
Yeah. So, I'll just fucking explain it. So, as I hold out my hand again, the one that I aimed at the other one, and now on 2 of my shoulders and on my head, now again, three tiny red pseudo dragons and they just fucking launch at it, doing 3d4 plus 3 force damage.
All right, there's no way you're not
for the
gonna
first one, 4 for the second one, and another 5 for the third one. So 14 damage.
All right. So this is not good for this goblin. As he's running, you watch as the first little dragon missile slams into his body, making it almost lifting him off his feet as he's like, ah! The second one smashes into him, taking a chunk out of his side, and as he's falling to the ground, the third one just punctures a hole through his chest, and he's completely limp, as you can tell, as best you can tell from that distance.
Okay, and then, so that was my action. For my bonus action, let's see, what?
Is it
See,
everything dead?
that's
Not quite.
the one. No, there's one left. There's one left.
Yes,
running.
and he's over there with Wolf and Muffin.
Oh, I thought the one that Jugram was in front of.
Oh, no,
Was that not the one running away?
No, oh wait. I think I made a miscalculation here. No, okay, so yeah, I guess he was running I guess he would be running towards the one that was running away. Or maybe he already died, I forget. Alright, well whatever. The point is they're pretty dead. If he was running after that goblin is fucking dead now. Or no,
Yeah.
actually, no, I'm wrong. I completely took him out of the battle. I shouldn't have done that. So actually, no, there is still one there with Jugram. He's 5 feet in front of him.
Do I kill Steel?
It's up to you.
No.
Come on, man.
Nah, I'm not gonna be that much of a dickhead. I'm gonna run towards where Wolf ran to see if there are any goblins there.
Alright,
Hey, remember,
Unless the goblin's about to kill this man,
if you
just let him
steal my kill, Volton will remember that.
Volton. Volton.
Oh, no.
Through the
Not the Twink Lord.
through the ether, he'll remember through the connecting of the
Yeah.
multiverse.
Your ass on
But
the
no,
other
no one-
campaign is gonna be mine if you steal my kill. I promise you that.
But no,
Alright.
I run towards the others. Run towards Wolf and Muffin.
Alright, also Void, whenever you're going to attack, since you're attacking goblins, just make sure you bring up your stuff, because it's only when you make a melee attack against goblins do you get the extra damage that I've added to that sword. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm planning on
so
doing that.
you are now about 10 feet away, or no. No, you came running up to, Wolf and Muffin, and you just see this one little goblin there, looking around, trying to take stock of what's happening. He's in a bad position.
I just go. Let's see, which one is the most... this one's most likely to kill him. So, I just, not even looking at him, I just use Firebolt. 1 sec.
You're stealing my kill, is that it?
No, that's he went off to steal a different kill.
Okay, yeah, good.
Alright, where'd he go? What's going on?
Sorry, 1 sec. So yeah, Firebolt.
Firebolt in action. You already used your action on Magic Missile.
Yeah.
Firebolt is a cantrip, so wouldn't that be a bonus action?
No. Cantrips are just lesser
Unless it-
magics.
Oh, that's right. I think it's only like
two.
Is that an extra attack thing? Or I forget how that works now. Or that's only if you have an extra if you have a action surge, I guess.
Unless you're a sorcerer.
Yes,
or
I
a
am.
Fighter, and you
I'm a
use
sorcerer.
either action surge, or you use meta magic, which you do not have access to yet.
Oh, fair enough.
So he
Well
can't.
then, yeah, don't
To
do
get
it.
the quickened meta magic to turn the cantrip into a bonus action, then it does take an action.
So then okay, yeah. So he cannot just.
Yep.
He can't do
Okay.
anything. Meaning that one attack
I just
earlier you
look at
couldn't
it.
have done. I didn't realize that. You just
Neither
said it.
of
You
us
said
did.
it so confidently. I just accepted it. Which is
Yeah.
which is bad on my part.
Yes. That is why I will be confident from now on.
Yeah.
Second.
Well, Void, I take your word way too often as it is. All right, so now then, next is Muffin. You have this one goblin surrounded by you three. He's about well, actually no, he would be about 5 feet away at this point, and he's just terrified.
Okay, I would like to have the wolf attempt to grapple him. Just bite on, but not to do damage, just to sort of hold him in place.
All right, what roll do I make for against grapples?
It's either athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Okay, so acrobatics is the dexterity, right?
Yeah,
All right, so that's right. This is like a contested roll kind of thing, right?
I think so. It's been a while since I've done
Yeah,
grapples.
give me.
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
One real quick question to Julian. Julian, did you pick your meta magic options? Because you do get them at 3rd level.
I'm a level 1 sorcerer, level 2 wizard.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
Who's that?
Level 3 gayness.
Alrighty then. That wasn't very nice of you, Void. Why would you say that?
As I'm not an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah, you are actually.
Ryan, I'm being bullied again.
I can't help
so,
you.
I don't know how I'm trying to figure out how the grapple action even works.
Let's see. When you grab the creature, you can. Okay, I have to use my attack action to make a special melee attack. Okay, so he can only escape a grapple. Let's see.
Also, yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
okay,
None of my
yeah.
cantrips are bonus action casting
Okay,
times.
so he does make a. I have to make an athletics check contested by his athletics or acrobatics.
Alright, so yeah, it is a contested roll. So, he rolls 11 plus, so 13.
Okay. The wolf rolls 15 plus 3, so 18.
No. Alright, so your wolf clamps down onto this goblin, who just as you bites into him just enough to hold him in place.
All right, I'm gonna hop down from the wolf.
So that takes
And-
half your speed.
Yep. And just sort of, sit on his chest, basically.
On the goblin's
you don't-
chest.
Yeah, so he doesn't go nowhere.
All right, so the wolf grappled him down to the ground, not just biting him, and now you're just sitting on this goblin. He's got the weight of you and a wolf biting into his shoulder. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Now, who sent you?
Why should I tell you?
Well, because if you don't, I'm gonna point over at the metal wolf. He's gonna have his way with you.
Roll persuade. You know what? Actually, no, because goblins are little. Big man, Growl. He send us. He big.
Who is Groll?
Growl, big man. He tell us kill adventurers, take travelers, take their gold, take their meats.
Okay. Where is this Groll?
Okay, now roll a persuasion with advantage because he's in a very tight position.
Okay. It's a 7 and a 19. Okay.
The combination of your wolf grappling down on him and you I imagine blade to his face is a very convincing argument for him. I take you to girl. Just don't kill me.
Okay.
Oh, that seems fair.
Okay.
All right, so
Now
now
the other goblin.
now then we go back to wolf because there's still one about.
There is. Oh, that was the last one.
No, Jugram is near this last one.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll handle that one then.
All right, so
Yeah, he's gonna. Let's not kill Steel.
yeah. So now, Wolf, what will you do? See,
He's currently muted.
currently muted.
I didn't realize I was muted. I was talking like an idiot.
Whoops.
I will walk up to the goblin that Muffin is sitting on, and I will look at Muffin with my head tilted and kind of howl in a questioning manner. I'm essentially asking her if I should kill it.
No dog. No shiny dog. He's gonna take us to his home.
Shiny dog.
Shiny dog. All right, so is that? Are you going to, then? I guess to pass on your turn, or I guess that really only just pushes you to the bottom of the order, really. For this
Bottom of the food chain.
round.
Humanoid form.
You what?
Oh, he's gone again.
What kind
Probably
of
so.
metal is his body made of?
I think he was made of just like an iron.
Yeah, like a really old version of steel.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Steel
iron.
glass.
Wild
Exactly.
shaping takes an action, so I'll use my action for that.
Wait, to leave wild shape?
If I leave wild shape willingly, it takes an action.
So
To use it or deactivate it willingly, it takes an action.
okay, so is that what you're doing? You're deactivating?
Yes, I am not a moon druid, so I can't do it as a bonus action.
Okay, so you Muffin watch as the metal doggy melts back down and reforms back up into this tall metal man covered in a wolf's pelt.
I'm dire wolf pelt because a regular wolf would be too
Yeah,
small.
a dire wolf pelt. So then, I guess call that your turn. So then, now,
El Goblino.
you Grimm, you see this goblin in front of you, very visibly terrified, but not smart enough to not try to attack you at close range with his bow. Makes wow, Jesus, double 15s. So 19. So despite his fear, he makes a quick shot at you with his bow, and I'm pretty sure 19 hits you.
I think it does for him.
Where's Void?
Do I even need to answer that?
Okay, well, I'll take that as a yes then.
His AC is 14.
Yeah, I didn't really think about what his AC was. So he does 4 damage to you. So despite his the shaky little bastard's arms, he makes a shot and it just hits you directly into your left leg.
I used to be an adventurer like you till I took an arrow
to the knee.
And,
Now both of us have made that joke.
and the goblin continues then just to stand there in fear as you just take this bolt and not even really flinch. Alright, so now then, the other goblin is currently incapacitated and no longer willing to fight. So now we go to Jugram. What are you gonna do to this little goblin?
Blood for the blood god.
Bolt. I'm gonna rip the bolt out of my leg and shove it in his left eye.
Ow. Alright, so I'm gonna call that improvised damage. So
Nice, damn it.
God damn, that's fucking brutal.
Brutal.
Give me one quick moment to look up my
Wait, what about your sword?
He's obviously not in. He's got his sword raised.
Isn't he gonna guide us to the bad guy?
No, that's the other one.
Ah. Then yeah, I'll shove the bolt deep into his eye till it reaches the brain.
Ow. Alright,
Ouch.
well, you know what? Just because of the action, I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say that you should roll is gonna do enough damage, it would just fucking pierce his. Well, no, we're not gonna do that. Roll 2d6 damage for this, piercing bolt into his eye socket.
D6, I get a 9.
You got 9?
Why do I not get a 10 above?
Oh, that's okay.
It kills him anyway.
As you look at this goblin as he shakes, you grab the bolt and rip it out of your leg, grab him by the skull, tilt his little head back, and cram the bolt directly into his eye, just twisting and twisting it around, his body convulsing until he drops completely limp. Bolt in his eye, dead before you.
Poor thing.
Nice.
And you hear that familiar voice known to you, Jugram. Oh, good kid, that was a good one. Very violent, I like it. So, that leaves us with combat over, because the other one has given up.
Yeah, I only
Alright,
used one spell.
So now,
Can I?
so now you guys are currently left this carnage about you. You have all these goblin bodies just laying around in the woods, and you, Liebe, Wolf, and Muffin all have this goblin promptly taken care of, just waiting to drag him to his feet to force his hand to take you to roll.
Before that, I want to say something to the goblin real quick.
Alright.
So I'm going to. No. It's just pinned by a wolf and another goblin.
You're just hovering over him.
I'm gonna crouch to like get closer to it, and I'm going to say, statement: green meat bags very easy to pop.
No,
Then I
no.
look over at Muffin. I look over at Muffin, Jesus, and I say, query: do we really let it live?
Yes, he's trading us information for his life.
I walk over to Wolf, say,
Affirmative.
I walk over to Wolf and tap him on the shoulder and say, no longer hostile.
Yes, no kill. Me take you to grow. Let me live.
It is no longer hostile.
Now, whereas you, Jugram, just the blood covering your jester's outfit as you're reveling in the murder of this goblin, wishing you could have definitely killed more. Are you going to make your way back to the party, or are you just gonna... What are you gonna do?
Hold on. I would like to intimidate the goblin even more.
Well, so you're gonna make your way over to the goblin?
Yes.
I mean, he's already in a position that he's not going to do anything, but by all means, go ahead and roll an intimidation roll.
In the meantime, I pull out the bolt that's in my shoulder.
So, I get a 19 plus 6, 25.
So what are you gonna? How are you gonna intimidate this goblin? Are you just gonna stare at him menacingly and make him piss himself, or what are you doing?
Oh, I still have the bolt I shoved into the other one's brain.
Oh, so you took it back out of his brain.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna show it to him.
You show this.
Just staring at him intently, holding it in front of him.
You stand there holding this carnage-covered bolt in front of this goblin. He's very confused as to why you're showing him this. He doesn't really know what happened, but your mere intimidating form with your cold, dead mask causes him to shake violently in fear and piss himself. So now you're sitting in the... Now there's just this pool of goblin urine under this goblin as he's crying for his life.
I was kind of hoping he'd shit himself, but yeah, that's good enough.
Alright, so you guys have managed to torment a goblin.
Disgusting.
When he does that, I turn to your... I still can't remember your name.
Jugram?
Oh, fuck you too, Tin Can.
There we go. I turn to him and I say, "Query, hostile?" And I'm holding my scimitar in my hand whilst asking this, by the way.
Wait, you have a scimitar?
You're asking me if I'm hostile?
Yes, he's asking you if
Yeah.
you're hostile as you just stood there menacingly making a goblin piss himself.
Possibly.
I tap Wolf on the shoulder and say, he helped us. For now, not hostile.
I put
Does
the
not
scimitar
compute.
away. I put the scimitar away, and you just hear the voice again say, "Hostiles eliminated. Combat mode deactivated." And all the lights turn blue. Just one little bit of information. This is not like in-game. I'm just telling everybody else this. Wolf's different
From
modes.
Plants vs. Zombies?
Yes, Plants vs. Zombies. Anyway.
Wolf's different modes are different personalities. So depending on which one he's on, he might not know your character.
Okay, I will look at Wolf. Do I see any new damage?
Yeah, he's taken a very slight gash across his, leg, but it being, metal on metal, it didn't leave a huge amount of damage, but it is a small gash.
I just say, let me help you with that, and I put my hand on it and cast Mending.
Alright, so you watch as the scar heals up, and, his form has now returned to its former glory.
Actually, wait, no. No, there shouldn't be a dent because I took the hit in my wolf form. That doesn't translate to my humanoid form.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh.
No.
No,
Ah.
any damage I take in that form doesn't translate to my regular
Oh,
form.
okay.
Unless it's overkill damage.
Right. Okay.
So for example, if I have 11 HP and I take 12 damage, then that one hit point transfers to my regular form.
Yes, I'm still very new to this, so you have to forgive
Yeah,
me.
don't worry about it.
I didn't even know that cantrips can't be cast as a bonus action. So
Yeah, unless
Oh.
you have the things to do so.
yeah,
Alright.
or it is a bonus action to cast.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick everybody take like 10 real quick. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
I got you.
Let me know.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Why are you back?
I'm gonna
Now with a sandwich.
cast the spell Goodberry and make 10 good berries.
Okay. What do those do?
They
They're
heal
like
for
fruit.
1 HP when somebody eats them.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're pretty cool.
They last for 24 hours. They heal 1 hit point, and they provide enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Nice.
They do take an action to use.
basically.
Oh, you're not in battle, so actions don't matter at this point.
Yeah,
So,
but if one is to use them in battle, they take an action.
Gotcha.
That's just a thing to keep in mind.
Gotcha.
I'm going to make 10 of them using 1 first level spell slot. and I'm going to give 5 of them to Liebe, so he can heal up.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah,
And
Dangus, how
I'm
much
going-
damage did I take?
Did you not keep track of it the whole time?
He apparently did not.
Oh my fucking god, Void. Fuck's sake. Please, for the love of God, everybody keep track of the things I tell you. You just have to click
am.
on your health and literally just like click the little thing that says damage when you type in the number. I think it was like 7 and 4, I think.
So I'll be 11.
That's a lot.
Well, he got hit twice.
Alright, I give him the other 5 good berries, and I tell him to eat them. I just say... I don't even say it. I just point at them, and then point at my mouth, and then point at him.
How very awkward of you. So
I'm already eating them.
so you gotta just take those berries and shove them in your pie hole, Void?
Yes, I'm gonna eat one.
So you take notice to Jugram. He grabs his mask and tilts it so very slightly you cannot see his face, and just shoves a berry up under, and you hear the chewing.
I'll also eat them.
So are those berries an actual item, or do I need to add a custom item?
No,
Just eat them.
Just make a note on your paper, I suppose.
are you only eating 1 though? I gave you 5, so you'd eat all 5 and get at least 5 HP.
Hold on. Where did I keep my note at?
I would have healed you for more, but I don't feel like it.
Wow. Yeah, because you guys don't
I
have...
saved spell slots for in-combat healing.
Got it.
These taste like blueberries.
Alright, so you ate one whole berry, while you have 4 more that you're just gonna stick in one of your little pockets.
Yes.
Okay.
I eat all of them.
So now, back to the matter at hand. We have, you guys still holding this goblin hostage, just, all leering over him. He's pissed himself. He's terrified. It's just a bad day for this guy. And he said that he would lead you to Groll. Now,
Can I pick him up?
from a little farther up the road, because you take a notice that Sven and the Knights did not stick around for very long, but they came back after the battle was over, kind of
They're
making
nice.
you worry about the state of Balathor and Raven's Claw, or potentially that these were just the most useless people they could send out to get people. And he comes to you. Why have you not killed that little creature? What's going on? We need to get to Raven's Claw.
Oh, we're
No.
going to...
We gotta make a quick stop.
Yes.
A stop? What? Why?
There's more goblins, and the goblins have a boss. If we take out the boss, we can take out all the goblins.
Which means that the potential threat of more goblin attacks will be decreased, hopefully by 100%.
Well, there have been problems with goblins around here, but that we need to get to Ravensclaw to talk to the Lord.
Look, the Lord isn't going anywhere. I think the goblins are a higher concern.
All right. Well, we'll wait out here for you.
That's
Isn't
fine.
going anywhere.
Please get out of
Gets
the way.
kidnapped.
You just kind of push past this pompous little pathetic man, who all he does is like adjust his clothes after you push him and makes his way to stand by the road, not wanting to get himself potentially injured. So, you drag this goblin to his feet and sword against his back, get him to start leading you. And you guys make it your way through the woods. You start to smell that horrible smell of goblins, like everything they do, their defecation and the decay from them eating.
Just goblins.
You just notice that strong smell in the air as you make your way through the woods, and it seems that there's nothing around almost, that this is a very barren place, only the woods. And as you come towards this large rock structure, you notice a large opening in a cave. This is the place! Let me go!
Now,
Wait.
how many more goblins are inside?
I don't know. They don't tell me. I don't keep track of everyone.
A lot or a little?
Lot? He
Many,
says in a
many,
very
or-
questioning manner. I'd like you to roll an insight.
Who?
Muffin.
Muffin.
18?
You can tell.
19.
You can tell he's just full of shit. He's not very good at lying.
There's only like 1 or 2 or some shit.
I don't know. I guess there's a lot. There's a few big men here that they keep us in line. I just steal and kill.
Do I end him
I want
swiftly?
to ask the goblin a question.
Sure.
Is there any other entrances, or is this the only entrance?
We don't dig out of the cave. We just use it as base. There's only one way that I've ever seen.
Perfect. I go off to the side to start looking for wood.
For wood?
For wood. I'm gonna go cut some trees down.
Yeah.
Or like branches and shit.
Dude,
Okay.
I will
I
actually.
think I know
you
where
what?
this is going.
I'm gonna assist Wolf.
Alright, so you both meander off to go gather some wood. Do you leave the party be, or you tell them what you're doing?
I'll tell them what I'm doing. Before I go, I ask Muffin and I'm gonna call him Jur because I keep forgetting the rest of it.
Jugram.
Jugram. I look to Muffin and Jugram and I ask them, would you rather I scout into the cave and find out exactly how many of them are there?
Yes, you're
Or-
expendable.
He is not.
You
He's
do
one
know
of a
I
kind.
could. You do know I could send a beast to do the scouting for me. I never said I would physically do it.
I mean,
And
you
he's
just said
not
you would do it.
expendable.
Yeah, me as in me taking the action, but I can send somebody to do it for me as my action. Point is, do you want to do that, or would you rather collect some wood? We fill the entrance with wood, then set it on fire, and it'll
Smoke 'em
kill a
out?
few of them, and the rest of them will have to come out, and then we can ambush them when they come out.
Actually, I like that plan a lot.
Son of a bitch.
That's the
Alright,
Goblin
well.
player move.
Wow. Okay, you know what? I didn't
But
expect
that's why I
any.
asked if there's other entrances.
Son of a
So I
bitch.
could know if the smoke would go out through another entrance, or if they'd be trapped in there with carbon monoxide.
You're gonna need a lot of wood.
Yeah,
A lot of
no,
wood.
how big is the entrance?
I'd say it's a very large, tall entrance, probably about like 20 feet high and about 15 wide. Just a large
Yeah, that's a
crag,
lot of wood.
a large, very craggy cave. Now,
Alright, so
all right, so you guys are gonna.
Julian has voiced his opinion. What does Muffin and voice?
Jugram.
Jugram.
Jugram. What does Muffin and Jugram think?
Oh my god.
Smoke him out.
Yeah, smoke him up. I was waiting for Ryan to say something first, but
No, I'm waiting for Ryan to say something.
I'm just worried about what if there's a lot of them and they all come out at one time and then we're overwhelmed.
Oh no, don't worry about that. I have multiple area of effect spells that I can use.
Well, how about this? While you guys gather wood, I'll go inside and scout, find out how many there are. Then we can, or how about I scout how many there are, then we decide whether we go in or smoke them out.
That's a good idea.
Oh, fine.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use my other charge of wild shape to turn into a spider, and then I'm just gonna start going into the cave as a spider.
All
Tiny
right.
little spider.
In the meantime, I'm going to also keep collecting wood.
Wait, when you transform, can you choose the size? Or is it
No,
just a big giant spider going in the cave?
No, I get to choose the creature, and I'm choosing the spider, which is small, not the giant spider. I'm choosing just the regular cave
I see.
spider.
Little
Yeah.
baby man.
I thought everything you transform into would have your size.
I'd say he's a
No.
wolf. No, wait. I'd say he's a wolf spider, not like a huntsman spider.
Look, I'm just going to turn into a spider that would not seem out of place in this area.
Despite the fact that you're metal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yes, but it's a dark cave.
The goblins are gonna be like,
So-
ooh, shiny, pick him up and shove him in the pocket.
And then he transforms into a giant metal man and crushes them.
Alright, so you're
I
turning.
am very heavy.
So you're turning into a spider to go into this cave.
Yeah, let me just look up the spider
Huntsman spiders
stat
are
sheet
huge.
real quick. And I'm not going giant wolf spider, I'm just going regular spider.
Dangus is like,
I have
I
one
made this
hit point.
cave.
Well, I knew things were gonna happen. I just didn't see. I didn't foresee you guys wanting to burn down the cave.
You were like, I made
Nah.
this cave to fuck
We just
them up.
smoke them out.
Burns and smokes everyone out of the cave.
Well, that would
No.
leave a lot of enemies coming your way.
You guys want to know something interesting?
What's that?
You want to know where I got the inspiration for that?
Goblin Slayer?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we were like, he's like, yeah. The Void was like, yes, that's the Goblin Slayer move.
Exactly. Why fight them in the cave when I can just make them come out to me? But yeah, I'm gonna go into the cave.
Take them into
When
the
I
light.
do go into the cave, the lights on Wolf's body dim to a very faint, like near unnoticeable, like level.
All right, so you
Stealth mode engaged.
you all
Let me know if I
watch.
need to do a stealth check.
You all watch
Lock mode
as
engaged.
what am I trying to say? As Wolf melts down and reforms into this very small spider form, the lights along his body starting to dim. Now you crawl your way into the cave. Now, how are you going across the cave? Are you crawling up top of it? Are you
On
crawling?
the roof. Top.
All
On
right, so
top. I want to avoid them.
as you start climbing up, you realize this is a very, very large cave that you're in. And you crawl up upwards of 70 feet, and you hear some chattering of what you assume to be the goblins. And you notice as you come in that you see some cracks in the ceiling that are bleeding in very little natural light. And as you crawl along the ceiling, you can see the goblins just kind of rushing around, keeping watch for anyone that would come into their cave. They seem to be slightly on edge as their party has not returned. And as you crawl across, you come down into you notice a natural bridge going across the small chasm, and hear running water going through the cave. And as you crawl across, you make your way down into a smaller passage. And you know, for a moment as you're crawling, you think you see it as a dead end. And as you crawl, you notice a small tunnel that off to the left, and you crawl up it. And you notice, that's right. Does the spider? Do they have dark vision?
Yes.
So so you're seeing things. Now, as you're crawling through, you notice what seems to be a pile of logs, just kind of sitting there, upwards near the top of this incline.
Mm-hmm.
And you, climbing past it, come into this bigger room, which is not quite as high up as the one before it, but it's still a fairly high ceiling. I would like you to make a
Perception?
a stealth check.
Okay, stealth, yeah.
1 second.
So how
When
many
he has a
goblins?
cardboard box from Metal Gear Solid, you don't need to roll.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's in the chat.
In the chat.
I hate having to keep
That
going
was-
back. Okay, so
That was a 19.
oof, damn. Okay, so now as you're crawling in this still darkened cave, it's not completely black, but it is a dim light from this sunlight bleeding through. You take notice now that there are some goblins just walking around in this room that's full of crates. And some of them are still seem to be closed, or at least the lids laid over top of them, and some are the lids are completely off. And
How many?
I'm gonna say about like 5 or 6 crates. About 5 crates.
I meant the goblins.
Oh, goblins. So far in this room, you've taken notice to. Actually, give me 1 second, because I had.
How many have I seen up to this point?
You heard the chittering, but you didn't see any in the original room. But you could, from what you could gather, you hear more than like 4 or 5 of them. But you're not quite sure how many are there. But in this,
so I know there's 5 or more at least.
Yeah, just in that larger room, you have a quick inkling that there's that many. Now,
all right, I head back.
So you're already heading back.
I feel like Dangus was going to say something.
There was more,
yeah,
but
that's what you were gonna say.
But if he wants to head back, well, in this room, you take a notice to just 4 little goblins just taking some things out of the crate and running back into a.
Can I roll a perception check to figure out what's in the crates?
Sure.
Or what they're moving?
No, in the meantime, I'm a...
Perception.
They have goblin babies.
The children.
I hope this thing.
Kill the children.
Kill the children.
Fuck them kids.
I hope this is working properly, because everything in my computer just kind of acted up.
Perception, that is a
What the fuck?
22.
Give me 1 moment. Something's not right with my computer. What the hell?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so it still says. Okay, guys, talk real quick.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm gonna
it's saying
not watch the stream.
yeah, the stream disappeared because something happened. I'm not sure what it was, and now different things aren't responding.
Let's hope that the recording remains responding.
Yeah, I'm hoping too. I mean, it's still ticking away. The thing's moving.
All right.
My hotkeys don't seem to be working though for a moment.
What do I what are they moving?
Let me make 1 quick moment. We're gonna cut this one off here, and I'm just gonna make a double check, and then we'll continue.
Yeah.
All right.